Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are diving into 10 anti-spiritual habits and actions you must stop doing, inspired by the teachings of Dolores Cannon. In this journey, we'll uncover common habits that might be holding back your spiritual growth and how to overcome them. These habits can subtly infiltrate our daily lives, and recognizing them is the first step toward a more fulfilling spiritual path. Stay with us as we guide you through each of these habits, explain why they're detrimental, and provide tips on how to avoid them. Make sure to watch until the end to fully grasp how to enhance your spiritual wellness, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content like this. Let's begin this transformative journey together. Ignoring intuition. Your intuition acts like an internal compass, guiding you through life's myriad challenges and decisions. Ignoring this inner voice is a common mistake that can lead you away from your true spiritual path. It's essential to listen to and trust your gut feelings, as they are often the whispers of your higher self. Start by making time for silence in your daily routine. Silence can greatly enhance your ability to hear your intuition. Whether it's through meditation, spending time in nature, or simply sitting quietly for a few minutes each day, these practices help clear the noise of everyday life, allowing your intuitive voice to come through louder and clearer. Pay attention to how your body reacts to certain situations and decisions. Often, your body will signal its comfort or discomfort physically, which can serve as an important intuitive cue. Learning to recognize and interpret these signals can guide you to make choices that are more aligned with your spiritual needs. Journaling your thoughts and experiences can also sharpen your intuitive skills. Writing down instances when you experienced a strong gut feeling and what the outcome was when you followed or did not follow that feeling can be very enlightening. Finally, practice trust. Trusting your intuition requires courage and practice. Start with small decisions, and as you see the positive outcomes of trusting your gut, you'll feel more confident in relying on it for more significant life choices. Neglecting self-care. Self-care is crucial for maintaining both your physical and spiritual health. Neglecting self-care can leave you drained and disconnected from your spiritual practices. It's important to treat your body with care, as a healthy body is a vessel that supports a healthy spirit. Establish a regular routine that includes adequate sleep, nutritious food, and exercise. These basic forms of self-care have profound impacts on your well-being and your ability to connect spiritually. A well-cared-for body can be more attuned to spiritual experiences. Make time for activities that nourish your soul as well as your body. This could include yoga, meditation, reading spiritual texts, or engaging in creative activities like painting or writing. These practices can help maintain a healthy balance between the physical and spiritual aspects of your life. Recognize the signs of burnout, feelings of exhaustion, irritability, and a lack of motivation. When you notice these signs, it might be time to step back and reevaluate your self-care strategies. Sometimes, simply taking a break can rejuvenate your body and soul. Surround yourself with supportive environments and relationships. The energy of your environment and the people around you can significantly affect your spiritual well-being. Positive, supportive relationships and peaceful environments can enhance your spiritual practices and help you maintain self-care routines. Overindulgence in materialism. Materialism, or the overemphasis on material wealth and possessions, can distract from spiritual growth. It often leads to a cycle of constant desire and dissatisfaction, pulling focus from what truly nourishes the soul. Reflect on what truly makes you happy and fulfilled. Often, these will not be material items but experiences, relationships, and personal growth. Focusing on these can reduce the hold materialism has on your life. Practice gratitude for what you already have rather than focusing on what you lack. This can shift your perspective from one of wanting to one of appreciating, which is more conducive to spiritual contentment. Donate or volunteer your time. Giving to others can help shift the focus away from material possessions and toward community and connection. These actions can be incredibly fulfilling and spiritually enriching. Set goals that are aligned with your spiritual values rather than societal standards of success. This might mean seeking a job that aligns more with your passions or spending more time on spiritual or charitable activities. Allowing ego to lead. Allowing your ego to dominate can seriously hinder your spiritual growth. The ego thrives on comparison, competition, and the need for acknowledgement, which can distract from genuine self-awareness and spiritual connections. When ego takes the front seat, it often leads to actions driven by pride or a desire for external validation, rather than true spiritual or altruistic motives. To mitigate the influence of the ego, start by cultivating humility. Recognize that everyone is on their own path and has their own set of challenges and strengths. This understanding can help diminish feelings of competitiveness or superiority, aligning you more closely with compassion and empathy, qualities that foster genuine spiritual connections. Practice mindfulness and self-reflection to observe when egoic thoughts arise, such as wanting to be better than others or seeking attention for your accomplishments. By becoming aware of these thoughts, you can consciously choose to not act on them. Engaging in practices that emphasize the collective rather than the individual can also help balance ego-driven tendencies. Participating in community service, group meditation, or collaborative projects allows you to focus on the well-being of others, reducing self-centered thinking and behavior. These activities highlight the joy and fulfillment that come from contributing to something larger than oneself, providing a deeper sense of satisfaction that ego-driven achievements cannot offer. Avoiding change. Avoiding change is a common but detrimental habit that can hinder personal and spiritual growth. Change is often uncomfortable, and it's natural to resist discomfort. However, growth and comfort rarely coexist, and avoiding change can keep you stuck in old patterns, behaviors, and environments that no longer serve your highest good. Embracing change begins with understanding its value. Change is the force that challenges us to adapt and evolve. When faced with new situations, you are pushed to explore different aspects of yourself, which leads to deeper self-knowledge and spiritual insights. Recognizing that change is not just a challenge, but an opportunity can shift your perspective and reduce the anxiety associated with it. To start incorporating change into your life, identify areas where stagnation has occurred. This might be in your career, personal relationships, or spiritual practices. Once identified, take small, manageable steps towards alteration. For example, if your spiritual practices feel stagnant, try incorporating a new form of meditation or exploring a different spiritual tradition. Small changes are less overwhelming and can gradually lead to larger shifts. Furthermore, cultivating a support system can make navigating change less daunting. Friends, family members, or a spiritual community can offer encouragement and guidance. Sharing your experiences with others who are also embracing change or have gone through similar transitions can provide comfort and insights. Not setting personal boundaries. One of the less obvious but equally important aspects of spiritual growth involves setting and maintaining personal boundaries. These boundaries are essential for protecting your energy, maintaining your peace of mind, and ensuring that your relationships support your spiritual journey. Without clear boundaries, it's easy to become overwhelmed and drained, which can severely hinder your ability to stay aligned with your spiritual practices and goals. Understanding what boundaries are and recognizing when they are needed can be transformative. Boundaries can be physical, such as personal space, or emotional, such as limiting how much personal information you share with others. They can also be mental, involving how much you allow others' opinions to influence you, or spiritual, protecting your right to believe and practice what resonates with you. Identifying areas in your life where boundaries are lacking is the first step. Do you often feel exhausted after interacting with certain people? Do you find yourself swayed away from your spiritual practices by others' skepticism or negativity? These could be signs that stronger boundaries are needed. Setting boundaries requires you to understand and articulate your needs. This might involve some deep introspection to determine what aspects of your interactions are depleting or negative. It's important to communicate these needs clearly and assertively to those around you. This communication doesn't need to be confrontational. It can be done with kindness and respect. For example, if you need more time alone to engage in your spiritual practices, explain why this is important to your well-being and specify the times you are setting aside for this purpose. Maintaining boundaries is often where the challenge lies. It requires consistency and the willingness to reinforce boundaries when they are challenged. This might involve reminding others of your needs if they forget, or pushing back if someone continually disrespects your boundaries. It can be helpful to rehearse how you will respond to boundary violations in advance, so you feel prepared and confident in these situations. Reflecting on and adjusting your boundaries is also an important part of this process. As you grow and your life changes, your needs will likely change as well. Periodically reviewing the boundaries you have set and adjusting them as necessary ensures they continue to serve your best interests. This reflection can be part of a regular self-care routine where you assess various aspects of your life and make adjustments to support your well-being and spiritual growth. Remember that setting boundaries is a form of self-respect and an essential component of spiritual self-care. It protects your energy, which in turn allows you to engage more fully with your spiritual practices and live a more fulfilling life. Learning to set and maintain healthy boundaries is a skill that benefits all areas of your life, enhancing not only your personal and spiritual growth, but also improving your relationships and overall happiness. Lusty desires and lust actions. Indulging in lustful desires and actions can cloud your spiritual clarity and lead you away from meaningful connections. Recognize when lust is driving your actions instead of genuine connection or love. Awareness is the first step in making changes. Focus on developing deep, meaningful relationships that go beyond physical attraction. This can provide more lasting satisfaction and spiritual harmony. Engage in meditation or other practices that help you understand and control your desires. Techniques like mindfulness can be very effective in managing impulses. Reflect on the consequences of actions driven by lust. Often, they do not align with spiritual or personal growth goals. Redirect your energy towards activities that fulfill you spiritually rather than physically. This can include creative endeavors, volunteering, or spiritual study. By addressing these anti-spiritual habits and actions, you can pave the way for a more fulfilling and spiritually enriched life. Remember, the path to spiritual growth involves constant reflection and adaptation. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and tips on living a spiritually attuned life. Holding on to resentment. Resentment is like carrying a heavy burden that can drain your spiritual energy. It's important to learn to let go of past hurts to move forward on your spiritual path. The first step in overcoming resentment is to acknowledge that you are holding on to these feelings. It can be challenging to admit, but recognition is crucial for healing. Once you are aware, you can begin to work through your feelings. This might involve reflecting on the situation that caused the resentment and trying to see it from different perspectives. Forgiveness plays a key role in releasing resentment. Forgiving someone doesn't mean condoning their actions. Rather, it's about freeing yourself from the negative emotions that bind you to the past. Practicing forgiveness can lift your spirit and open your heart, allowing you to engage more deeply in your spiritual practices. Sometimes, talking to the person involved or expressing your feelings through writing can help heal old wounds. If direct communication isn't possible or appropriate, writing a letter that you don't send can be just as effective. This act allows you to express your emotions fully without causing further conflict. Engaging in meditation focused on compassion and forgiveness can also aid in alleviating resentment. Visualization techniques, where you imagine sending kindness and forgiveness to those who have wronged you, can transform your inner state and enhance your spiritual well-being. Lastly, seek support from a community or a counselor who can guide you through your feelings. Sharing your experiences with others who understand can provide comfort and insights, helping you to let go of resentment and embrace a more peaceful state of mind. Skipping self-reflection. Avoiding self-reflection is an anti-spiritual habit because it prevents you from understanding your inner self and hinders spiritual growth. Regular self-reflection is crucial in identifying areas that need change or development. Make it a habit to set aside time for self-reflection. This could be a few minutes each day or a longer session once a week. Use this time to think about your actions, decisions, and feelings. Ask yourself whether these align with your spiritual goals and what you might need to change. Journaling is an effective tool for self-reflection. Writing down your thoughts and feelings helps clarify them and can lead to significant insights. It allows you to track your progress over time and notice patterns in your behavior that you might want to change. Reflect on both positive and negative aspects of your life. Celebrating your successes can be just as important as acknowledging your failures. This balanced approach helps maintain a positive outlook while still striving for improvement. Consider meditative practices that encourage introspection, such as mindfulness or guided visualization. These can help quiet the mind, making it easier to delve into deeper reflection and connect with your higher self. Finally, be honest with yourself during self-reflection. Recognizing your faults and weaknesses can be difficult, but it is essential for true spiritual growth. Approach these discoveries with compassion rather than judgment, and use them as stepping stones to become a better version of yourself. Excessive rationalization. Rationalizing every aspect of life can be detrimental to spiritual growth. While logic and reason are important, they can sometimes limit your understanding of the more profound, often illogical aspects of spirituality. Be aware of when you're using logic to dismiss spiritual experiences or feelings. Acknowledge that some aspects of life, particularly those related to spirituality, may not always make sense in a conventional way, and that's okay. Try to balance your logical mind with your emotional and intuitive aspects. Allow yourself to experience life not only through rational thought, but also through your feelings and spiritual senses. Practice being present and open to experiences without the need for immediate explanation. Allow experiences to unfold and reveal their meanings in time, rather than forcing immediate understanding. Engage with spiritual teachings or texts that challenge your rational perspectives and open you up to different ways of seeing the world. Discussions with others who hold diverse views can also broaden your perspective and reduce the tendency to rationalize excessively. Lastly, incorporate practices into your daily routine that nurture your intuitive side, such as spending time in nature, using tarot cards, or practicing divination. These activities encourage a deeper connection with the less tangible aspects of life, enhancing your spiritual experience. By addressing these 10 anti-spiritual habits and taking active steps to overcome them, you'll be better positioned to lead a more fulfilling and spiritually enriched life. Remember, the journey to spiritual growth is ongoing, and every step you take is an opportunity for further development. Thank you for joining us in exploring these transformative insights. Don't forget to subscribe for more content that supports your spiritual and personal growth.